Morning Year 3 and welcome to your maths video for today. It is Monday the 1st of March, the short date 01.03.2021, and today what we're going to do, we are going to add numbers with up to 3 digits using column addition. Now we have looked at column addition before, okay, so it's not completely new to you, but we're going to revisit it, especially before we go back to school next week, okay? So first of all, I have a calculation here, and we're going to figure out how to work it out. Now I'm going to use my red pen so you can see all the different markings that I'm using. So first of all, when we're doing an addition, especially with column addition, what we do, we start by adding the ones, okay? So we add 4, add 5, and we know that that's the ones column because if I was to do the grid, we know that there's no hundreds because there's nothing in the hundreds column. There's some 10s and there's some 1s, so we're starting with the 1s, okay? So we'd add 4, add 5, 4, add 5, I've got 4 and 5, and I'm adding them together. What do I get? I've got 9, haven't I? So I'm going to go straight under this column, under the 1s column, and I'm going to put my 9 there, making sure that it doesn't go across into the other columns. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move on to the 10s column. So here I've got 3 and 2. Now we know that it's not 3 and 2. We know that it's in the 10s column, so it's 30 add 20. What is 30 add 20? So 30 add 20. So 30, 40, 50. There we go. And I've got nothing in my hundreds column, so I have my answer there. 34 add 25 is 59. Let's have a look at the next question. So here, I'm starting to go on a little bit bigger numbers now. So I've gone on to 3 digits here. And just as we did on the other one, we'll write the place value columns out. So we've got our hundreds, our 10s, and our 1s there. So where do we start? Do we start in the hundreds or the 1s or the 10s? Where do you think, Year 3? We start at the 1s, don't we? So we add 6, add 3. What is 6 add 3? Off you go, you work this out. 6 add 3 is 9. So I'm going to put 9 there. It's exactly the same as the other one, that point, isn't it? Now, in the 10s column, we've got 0 add 70. That's a little bit easy peasy, isn't it? 0 add 70. What's the answer? Work it out. My answer would be 70. Well done if you got that right. Oh, Miss Dunn will do that one again. That didn't look very good. There we go. And now we go on to the next column, the hundreds. Now, I've got 100 here, but I've not got anything below. So 100 add 0 equals 100. And my answer there is 179. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to have a look at another question. So 395 add 28. What we're going to do is we're going to be using something called exchanging, okay? So this is where it gets a little bit complicated and you really need to listen to me now, okay? So we'll add our place value columns just as we have done before. I've got hundreds, my 10s, and my 1s. There we go. And as always, we start in the 1s column, okay? So 5 add 8. Now, if I put the bigger number in my head and I use my 5 fingers. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so let's write the number 13 here. Now, you don't need to do this bit. I'm doing this bit to show you. Now, we know in the number 13, we've got a 10 and we've got a 1, okay? If I was to split them up just like that, we've got a 10 and a 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my 3 here because that's my 1s, isn't it? Then what I'm going to do, I'll cross that off because I know I've used it. Then I've got my 1 left, but I'm not going to put it there because I haven't added these numbers together yet. So I'm going to pop it underneath here to remind me that I need to add it on next, and I'll cross this bit off. So the next one, 90 add 20. So 90 in my head, 20, 90, 100, 110, and then I've got another 10, 120. Wow, so I've got 120. Now I'm going to write it like that, just like I did with my other one, just like that. There's no one, so I'm going to cross it off because I'm not adding it on. I've used this one already. Now I've got my 20 here in my tens column. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write that here. And then what I need to do, cross that off, I need to carry this one across, don't I? So I'll pop it underneath, just like I did when I added the ones. Now, what I need to do, I need to add 300, add 0, but there's nothing there. 300 at 0 is 300, isn't it? So I can add this 100 here. 300 add 100 is 400. So I'm going to pop that there. And I'm making sure that I'm crossing out these underneath so I know that I've used them, okay? And this method is called exchanging. You won't all be doing this today. There are steps on how to do this on the sheet for today as well, just to help you that little bit more. Any problems, please give me a message on Class Dojo. There are 4 questions just like this for you to work out. Please make sure you set them out beautifully because it will really help you when you're working out the calculations. Then there is a word problem for you to solve. And then on the last section on the class page, there's a big strip with a question in. I'd like you all to have a go with that one, okay? Once you've done, take a picture of your work and send it to me on Class Dojo. Have a super duper day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.